Greetings. Today we're gonna talk about wheels, which are weapons in this game. If some people consider that, or if you play the game for 5 minutes, you know what wheels are. So what makes a good wheel? Now, early game and mid game and late game are completely different in orders of wheel priority. Now, early game, which is levels 1 through 35, or chapters 1 through 9, which is entirety of Arc 1, you generally want to use Costco. Now, if you look at my guide, you know that Costco are these three wheels. So in Arc 1 of the game, our wheels are the strongest wheels you can possibly use in the game, period. Why? Because our wheels are incredibly overtuned in Arc 1. Now, Frenzy is regarded as the best wheel in the entire game for Arc 1 because it unlocks another relic slot, which from the store where you buy relics, just like any, roguelike game. And that third slot has cursed relics. So it's right here in game. So what are cursed relics? If you use Costco, you know. They are incredibly overtuned relics, just like in every game with cursed relics. Except for in this game, there's like hardly any downsides. Now, there are a lot of cursed relics you choose from. One of my favorites is Magic Hat. Just compare this to any other Magic Hat equivalent in any other Slay the Spire game. Like, this is draw 2 card, gain 2 mana, and randomly alters the cost. So even without this, 2 card draw and 2 mana gain is already a win. And this, 50% crit rate, but makes yourself fragile for 3 turns. Again, this is just choose 2 cards to lead. This is deck thinning, and you get strength. So this is a free deck thin. There's no downsides here. The devs don't know how to balance in Arc 1, which is why in the JP version, they kind of nerfed our wheels, because everyone was using this as a free-to-play player. As a free-to-play player, as a paid player, anything. If you're a new player, if you play Arc 1, you're going to want to use Costco. You're going to want to use these 3 wheels. Because this wheel unlocks the Cursed Relics. This wheel makes Shop Refresh free and you gain 1 more refresh. This wheel unlocks the Relic Capacity +2 and you start with 30 sigils. And this wheel, some people would recommend Gluttony, increases your max HP every battle by 20%, up to 2 times, so it's a 40% increase in max HP. I personally don't like it. I personally don't recommend it, but a lot of people recommend it, so I'm going to put it here. Because you shouldn't need that max HP with these Cursed Relics, dude. You shouldn't need it. Again, all these Cursed Relics are fucking bonkers, dude. Just go through this list and read them. So that's why you want these, and even if you don't like them, 15 sigils whenever you buy one. It's insane. So that's early game. You're gonna see this a lot if you're a new player. Just use these 4 or 3 wheels. Now, mid to late game, you have to use real wheels without the Costco crutch for Arc 2 rules. I'm going to make a separate video on Arc 2 rules. I have the footage already, so I'm going to release it just a few hours after this video. So, when you have a set team, as I keep saying in my guides, you're going to send them to wheel jail. You're going to go to wheel jail and never come back. So, after using your standard pool to pull blue, like in my guide, let's say you get an E3 Goliath and an E3 Caucus, you are done. You are done with your standard team. That goes the same if you pull Chaos, if you pull Caro. Like if you pull Caro, if you have a good Uvash, and you have a good Feint, you are done. You are done with standard Realm character pool forever. You are going to pull, in Wheel Jail, you're going to focus on pulling a +12 Blade of the Titan and a +12 Incalc. And then after that, you stay in Wheel Jail forever. You know why? Because endgame, how they incentivize whale care, which some people would disagree with, is normally you cannot equip more than 1 SSR wheel. But if you have 1 SSR wheel +12, you can equip a second SSR wheel. And SSR wheels, like in any gacha games, how they incentivize you whaling, they are more powerful than regular wheels. Now, I have an example here. Here we go. So, this is Frenzy, right down here in the thing. So, this is Frenzy. This is an S, and this is an R wheel, brown wheel. So, this is the stats at max out +12, 10.8. Now an SR wheel, 21.6. Now an SSR wheel maxed out, 43.2. So every wheel going up doubles in stats, and the SSR wheels at R2 have better effects than SR or R wheels. So again, this game is very dupe heavy. That's how they get you. Now, why a lot of people will say, a couple of people, dumb people, will say, why everyone uses Titan's Blade. Look at the leaderboards, everyone uses Titan's Blade. Why? It is one of the best wheels you can get in a standard. It is the best wheel you can get in standard. Now let me pull up in game, show an example of how many people use it. So this comp, I wonder what it is. Goliath's Blade to wheel. Now let me go here. I wonder what this guy used. There we go. I'm gonna click this. It's kind of weird because you have to click right here. Yeah, Goliath's Blade plus 12. Everyone uses it, dude. Everyone and their mom uses this wheel. Now let me pick this Jellic Cup. Let's see, Jellic. Goliath's Blade plus 12. Everyone uses it. Endgame. Anyone who doesn't use this isn't playing endgame. So why? It has 28.8% crit rate at maxed out. And after you exalt, your crit damage is increased by 60%, and all cards have 35%. You can remove this effect. This effect is great. You can remove this effect, and the 60% crit damage will already put it S tier. Everyone will consider it as S tier. It's universal. Anyone who doesn't have it, you should pull it. So this is Treasure Rarity. This is an example of a whale limited wheel. So why you go to wheel jail as a free-to-play or as a paid player, your wallet will thank you. If you don't go to wheel jail, if you insist on pulling standard characters, then your team's going to be vastly weaker than any other team. Because wheels are the name of the game, because you want to equip 2 SSR wheels. Now, this is the whale equivalent. This is the best, well, one of the best universal whale. This is an example. There are a lot of great whale wheels to plus 12. This is just an example of the best crit damage one. Because in total, this gives around close to 100% crit damage. Because every time you kill an enemy, blah, 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 crit damage increased by 10% up to 5 layers. So there's a 50%, 93.2%. And there's a nice 15% final damage buff. So yeah, this is the best whale wheel. This is used on God Riker normally and a lot of units. But again, this is very expensive. This will take you around 1,000 limited pulls. So yeah, if you don't want to whale for these, because every single limited wheel will take you around 1,000 pulls. If you don't want to deal with this, go to wheel jail, live there forever. Because besides this, there are a lot of great options in wheel jail. In wheel jail, I see my meme wheel jail music video. You're gonna be there for your entire lifetime of playing the game until end of service. Everyone agrees that you should get Titan's Blade first, and then in Calc, because those are the top 2. After that, it's your opinion. I'm not gonna enforce my ideas on you, and other people will try. It's a very contentious opinion on Discord and other communities of the game what you should go next after Incalc and Goliath's Blade. Because some people will say Will and Yielding is good. I would say Fin of Sorrow because I value the money. Some would say the Pharaoh's Will, Lighthouse. Lighthouse is very good, it's damage amp. Someone would say Lullaby. Lullaby is also good. Some people would say fucking, where is it? Somewhere here. I lost my train of thought. It happens. But there's a Hello Will, Chains Unbound. There we go. This one's also really, really good on caster. If you have a caster, plus 12 this is good. Yeah. Moving on. Another tier of wheel. So these are damage carry wheels you put on your damage carry. You put 1 plus there's 6 Sig wheel. Sometimes you put 2 damage carries wheel if their Sig wheel is not all that great, like with 24. Now these are the hand size wheels. You want at least 1 hand size wheel on your main team. And hand size wheel, even on the Chinese, they all consider them S tier or above. Because if you play any card games, you know how powerful hand size is. You want hand size. If you play this game for more than 5 minutes, you would want more hand size. You're like, oh, 10 cards is not enough. I want to hold more for the various effects, various benefits. So these are the only 3 hand size wheels in the game right now. To wheel, thighs wheel, and caster wheel. Now, generally, if you have to wheel, you run her wheel. If you have thighs, you run her wheel. If you have caster, you run their wheel. However, if you don't have theorem, but you have all 3 of these wheels, you run one of these hand size wheels. Now, the best one that's universal if you don't have to wheel dies or caster is dies wheel. This wheel is the strongest effect out of these three because it gets you passive key flare regen or S key regen, whatever you want to call it. Now this is also good and this is good, but mostly for their specific awaker. It's still good on other characters like caster wheel. Some people found out theory crafted with a couple of viewers. This is great on Corporal. If you're a Corporal fan, you're pulling Corporal for video, put this on Corporal. This is your wheel on Corporal. Even better than this. Because this base damage and shield gen and Corporal generates a lot. Now, let's talk about the next role for wheel selection. S key bot. What is an S key bot? S key is very important, or key flare, especially in R2. Because that's how you unlock rouses. I'll talk about that in the R2 video. But you want S key. You want the posse. You want to unlock your rouses. So these are examples of good S key wheels. Again, I'm not going to put a million wheels. I'm going to put some good ones. Does that mean you should only look at these? No. You should look at all the S key wheels you have. All the S key wheels possible. Now, these are some of the best S key wheels I use personally. Now, Clem wheel, besides Clem being a trash shaper, her S key wheel is one of the best S key wheels of the game. I always rate it highly. This is an S tier S key wheel. Now, Dies, one of the best S key wheels. This is really good. The effect is not really good. Why everyone considers this good? This is an Annie S key wheel. Now, if you're an old player, you have this plus 12 for free. Now, if you have this plus 12, you can match it up with another S key wheel. You have that big juicy stat. Remember, without plus 12, it's half in stat. So this is how they get you to spend money. This is a regular E2. This is plus 12. When this is plus 12, this will also get 43.2. Now this is a battle pass wheel. This is also not free to play friendly. If you're free to play, you will never get this. But this is also really good. Again, this game is very dupe reliant and it has some pay to win wheels that you can never touch as a free to play player. These are good S key wheels. So you want one or multiple S key bots on your team R2 when you're building a team comp. Finally, support wheels. Again, there are dozens of support wheels. These are the ones that I use and I recommend. There are more better support wheels for your specific scenario. This guide exists to teach you how to evaluate wheels and how to choose wheels for your main team. Now, as you all should know if you watch my other guides, now, and if you don't, the 4 stats that are universal are damage amp, sigil gain, DR, and realm mastery. I repeat, the 4 universal stats are damage amp, sigil gain, DR, and realm mastery. What does this mean? That means that if you have this stat, it affects your entire team, not just that awaker. Crit rate, crit damage, alien miss, and S key are awaker specific. They do not affect the whole team. Now, that is why if you want as much sigil gain as possible and damage amp. These 2 stats are very good on putting on your supports. Damage amp affects the base damage of your entire team. Your entire fucking team. Sigil gain is good. It affects the money you get for the entire team. And money is important. You can buy more relics. Now DR, some people consider this important because it affects the entire team. And if your team comp's not up to scuff, you're going to die. Now, besides DR, these 2 stats, despite my hatred of DR and the whole mechanic, these 2 wheels are very good without the DR. This gives passive key flare regen. This gives crit rate, crit damage plus 20%. Really good. This, despite being a key flare, this effect is very good on Murphy. Now this is, everyone consider this one of the best wheels for R2. People are contentious about this because this is another battle pass wheel. A free-to-play player will never get this in a million years. You can grind 1 trillion hours in the game. If you don't spend money, you will never get this wheel. So you need to spend at least $15 for a battle pass at least once to get this wheel. Why is this wheel so good? Why is this wheel recommended on every fucking team endgame? The team's max HP is increased by 10%. You can delete everything below this just for this. Because the max HP in Arc 2 is important because your poison cap and your counter cap is gated by max HP. Yep, the more max HP you have, the higher your poison and counter cap is in Arc 2. I strongly disagree with this wheel. This is what killed Wanda as a unit because she relies on max HP, and as a defensive unit, her Constitution stat is lower than other defensive, and her attack stat is really low. As you can see here, now let's go to someone with good stats. Yep, more stats, more stats. So yeah, that's why she's weak. You can watch me rant about her. Like, you don't care about the realm mastery, and this is also really nice. After you play strike, 60%, 6% heal. You play defense, 6% shield. Very good. Now that's how you weigh in on what wheels to choose. Now, let's go in deep if you still have a decision to make. So, let's go to my main comp here. Damage carry, her Sig wheel, Titan's Blade. Support S key. Now, I could have put 2 S key wheels, but I want 1 birth unit. So, this is a birth unit, this is S key. Her. Normally, I'll put Incalc here. I don't have Incalc plus 12. I don't spend a lot on this game. Now, her wheel, this. His wheel, Sigil Gain, Sunfall, to damage amp for the entire team and increase his base damage and counter. And it's crit damage, plus the wheel. Now next, let's go to my Jellet team. Again, you can put whatever covenant you want here. So, Key Flare gen. Key Flare. Damage. Normally you put Titan's Blade here, but damage. Again, damage on the damage. Now, that's just an example of how to build wheels and how to select wheels when going forward. Hopefully this helps some new players. This might not help everyone. Some people already have a grasp on this, but again, flares out. And I'll see you in the next video, which should be a couple of hours after this video.